Hello planning masters and welcome back to the channel. Today we're setting up January and 2022 in my bullet journal. Now to be clear, I'm not actually starting a new journal. I'm continuing in the journal I started in August, but I will create some yearly pages just to make sure there is a very clear division between 2021 and 2022. And yes, I know I'm a little bit late, but honestly, end of December was way too busy. I had time to fill my plan with me literally yesterday, which was the 4th of January. But life happens, that's okay, no guilt. So let's just see what I created. And if you're new here, my name is Masha, and I'm creating videos on bullet journaling, doodling, creativity. So be sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you always know when I release a new video. Okay, let's get planning. Of course, we're starting from the supplies. My favorite ever square journal. I'm also going to use some craft paper, just a little bit. There will be tons of fine liners. I just didn't know which ones I'll need. And I will be using my zebra mind liners for color. Okay, so I am not starting a new journal, but I did want to create a few pages that would kind of help me to have a very clear division between planning pages from 2021 and planning pages for 2022. So I'm making this kind of like a yearly cover page, I guess, with just the number of the year. Now, I kind of have been obsessed lately with the black letters with golden accents. So this is what I will be doing here. And you'll probably see it, well, not probably, I already know that you're gonna see this effect in all of my yearly pages. So there will be several yearly pages I will create before I decide to go to January plan with me. And I decided to decorate it with some craft paper because this has been my favorite way to decorate my journal for a very long time. And it's been a while. I think last time I used craft paper was for September setup. So I felt like it's a good match for a yearly cover page. And I finally put to use my nude colored washi tapes from Simply Gilded. By the way, as always, all the supplies I'm using here will be linked in the description. So here I am adding the gold details. And to be honest, from the first round, not a lot of gold is well seen. So I actually came back later and added one more layer, and it just looked much better. Okay, so I actually have a future log at the beginning of my journal, and that future log is until March 2022. So I didn't feel like I need to create the entire future log, but I realized that I don't actually have like a whole page of overview of the entire 2022, and I do love to have the calendar for the year. So here it is. This is my year at a glance for 2022, and I'm thinking I might kind of add some color to it later, like maybe some holidays or days off. But then again, I'm saying this right now and I'm thinking, Masha, you are working for yourself. Vacations and national holidays is not something I should be worried about. So yeah, actually maybe I'll just leave it as is, because I really love this look and how clean it is, even though I did manage to make a few mistakes, but hopefully they're not very well noticeable. And the top was left for some washi tape, since I already have washi tapes on the left, and I felt like it just gonna make sense to decorate this page with washi tape as well. Okay, so strong is my word of the year. So I started this journal with a word, cultivate. And when I chose that word in August, it was perfect. But now that we're starting 2022 and a lot of things changed, life has been crazy. You guys, everything changes all the time. I feel like there's no like stability or certainty in anything. So yeah, a lot of things changed. So I decided it would be cool to maybe change the word as well. So my word for 2022, for now, again, I kind of want to keep it for the entire year, but you never know. My word for now is strong. So there will be a lot of changing happening for me this year. And as with all changes, it's pretty scary and it's very challenging. So I feel like strong is a good word to keep me concentrated on the goal, to keep me kind of confident in my abilities and in the choices I made that led me to this situation. Below the word, I am going to write several definitions I got off dictionary on what strong means. And these are just the definitions that I thought can apply to what this word means for me in the upcoming year. And I know the page looks unbalanced because the word is like in the middle and then under it there's text, but there's nothing on top of it. Well, that was actually done on purpose because on top of that, I am going to write kind of some notes for myself. So this is going to be a space where I'm going to write exactly which situations will happen and how I will need to manifest the word strong in my life. So because that's something really personal and it's something I have to like sit down and think about, I kind of left it out of the video. Okay, so my January cover page. First of all, let me say a few words about the theme. A theme I chose for January is things I love, things that make me happy. So this cover page kind of represents tons of different things that make me happy. So you have my dog there, you have my planning supplies, my Nintendo, makeup, a lot of stuff. And this technique is something I really like doing. And I did something similar in my November setup. I feel like it's a really, really fun way to decorate your cover page. And it's generally a fun thing to create. Speaking of, this is actually a lesson in my new creativity course, which I just launched. And it's to help you find creativity inside you, to learn the basics for doodling, for lettering, and just a lot of fun stuff that will help you make your journal more creative. And this technique is definitely one of the things I'm teaching there. So if you want to check that out, the link will be in the description. I also added a quote here, which is again connected to all the big changes coming from me in 2022. Because however scary it gets, I always know that mostly, not fully, but mostly, it's up to me to make it a success. And for me, that's kind of something very reassuring because if it's up to me, then I know I can make it. If it's not up to me, then that's scary. Okay, so my monthly log, I went for the same format as in December. a huge monthly log with a little space for my content ideas, because it really works just perfectly for me. Why would I change it? And as you can see, for this page, my theme is Animal Crossing. So probably like most of people, I haven't played Animal Crossing since 2020. But lately I kind of picked up on it a little bit. I saw the new update and I got like an extension and I just started playing and I had a lot of fun. So that's kind of a new thing that I came back to and I'm really enjoying myself. And I also really like doodling Animal Crossing things. They're just so adorable. So I thought that's a perfect thing to start off this theme. This page is for our monthly doodling challenge. So, in case you didn't know, I have a Patreon and we have a wonderful community there. And every month we have a little doodling challenge. So, I like creating these pages, and then each square here will be filled by a mini doodle. And some of these doodles actually are going to be tutorials for the Patreon. So, if you want to be part of all the fun and get your monthly doodling tutorials, be sure to check the Patreon. The link will be in the description. Trackers. So I went with the same format I'd used last month because now that I discovered that horizontal tracker can fit in a square journal, I'm unstoppable. This is like the best format I've used in a very long time and I'm just loving it so much. And the rest of the page is my mood tracker. Yes, I am the crazy person who actually doodled 31 pieces of stationery. But hey, stationery is one of my favorite things to doodle, so that was fun. Anyways, as you can see, the theme for this page is stationery or like bullet journaling, planning, or creating, because this is something I really love doing. Honestly, every morning when I have time and I sit down and I just fill out my weekly spread, that sounds like so boring, but it really isn't for me. I'm really having so much fun with it. And just having a pretty pen to write it with and different colored markers and my beautiful journal is just something that brings me a lot of joy. And the theme for this monthly setup is things that bring me joy. So of course, stationery had to be a theme on one of my pages. I'm also curious, what kind of themes did you guys pick for your January setups? I know I'm pretty late asking, but I'm still gonna ask. Let me know in the comments what you did for your January 2022. I feel like there is like so much pressure because it's like the first theme of the year, so you feel like it has to be something special. I don't know, or is it just me? Let me know. course, no way I can escape having a gratitude log in my journal. So here it is, and my gratitude log is themed after books. So reading is something I really enjoyed when I was a kid, and now that I'm an adult, I still love it, but life happens, you know. I haven't been reading a lot, and I'm kind of trying to teach myself to go back to this habit and start reading more. And I must say, it's been great. Like, it's really something that brings me a lot of happiness. I'm reading now the Dune series, so that's very exciting. It's been forever since I read something fiction, because lately it's been all about like self-help books and stuff like that. So yeah, that's the page for my reading and how much I'm enjoying it right now. And this is going to be completely empty for now. I'm going to fill it out with different doodles, with different type of letters. I feel like I had a very chaotic approach in December and it worked very well, so I am sticking to it. So let me know in the comments what theme you chose for January.